Because of their color, black cats are the most euthanized cats and always the last to find a home. I wanted a black cat for that reason. My name is Brianna, and this is Bobby's story for GeoBeats. My mom had sent me a post for adoption for a black cat looking for a home. I fell in love with him, and then 1 week later, I got a call that they accepted my adoption form. Chester is a bit territorial.
Hi, Chester.
He doesn't really accept other animals, so I was a bit nervous to see how they would interact together. But right away, as soon as they met, they were perfect with each other. Bobby loved Chester, and Chester loved Bobby. I made sure to make them used to each other's sounds. Then after, once they weren't too scared of their sounds, I made them play in the living room, supervised, to make sure that they would be okay with each other. They're kind of like typical brother relationship. They take turns teasing each other, but at the end of the day, they love each other. Chester will be bothering Bobby and be all up in his face. And then other times it will be Bobby up in Chester's face. I never leave them unsupervised just because you never know with a cat. Sometimes they do have that predator instinct, and rabbits are prey animals. So I never do leave them alone. If I ever have to leave the house, I'll have Chester in one room and then Bobby roaming the house. And then when I come home, we'll all be together again. Chester was around 1 year old when I adopted him. The old owners gave him up. Chester had a lot of health issues. Chester has an upper respiratory infection and it's chronic, so we've been managing it with a nebulizer. And the first time I had to put Chester in the nebulizer box, I was a little bit nervous to see how Chester would react inside that box. So I placed Chester inside the box, and right away Bobby went up to Chester to smell what was happening. And I saw that Chester realized that Bobby was next to him, and he calmed down a lot more. And every time I had to nebulize Chester, he would always be looking around the box to see if Bobby was with him. He's a 3-pound rabbit, but he still rules the house. Chester's energy is rubbing off of Bobby to be more wild, more loving. You don't think that a cat would be just like a dog. You would think that they'd be more lazy, but that's not the case with Bobby. He loves chasing his toys around. I'll throw his toy across the room. He'll go fetch his toy, bring it back up to me, and for me just to throw it again. Chester has always been very territorial. I thought he would have been the same with Bobby, but not at all. I was very surprised to see how they interact together.